All right, now that that's taken care of, let's jump in to April's stats. Hey everyone, Nick Palkowski here, and on this channel we talk all about videography, YouTube, and live streaming, and every single month I jump in and do a little behind the scenes, kind of take you along the journey and go through some of my YouTube stats for the month, kind of giving you an idea of where this channel is at. And actually, if you go check out March's stats video, that is kind of the start of this journey. That's really basically starting at ground floor with where I was, kind of a nice little benchmark, because really this YouTube channel kind of relaunched, re-kicked off here in April. We'll go over a little bit more of that, but first I wanted to kind of highlight the biggest takeaway for sure from April, and that is more videos equals more views. Seems pretty obvious, I know, but this channel is kind of it's been around for several years. I think there's definitely some videos from 2015 on this channel, and then it's been kind of off and on used for business and for different things for years. I don't think I posted a single video in 2018, with a couple here in 2019, and then really kick off in April, and it's really where the kickoff happened. And let me jump in here quick and take a look just at when things got started. So I started on April 13th, we did the benchmark stats. So again, that's this video. You can check it out and just kind of know where everything was. We'll briefly touch on it a little bit, but that goes in detail about kind of the starting point for the channel. So there's already is a bunch of videos and things that were continuing to get views. There's definitely some subscribers and some consistent views coming up every time. But from April 13th through today, which is May 1st, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 videos were posted in that short time period, whereas before, like I said, I don't think I posted a single one in 2018. So to give you a little that gives you a little idea. So channel views were significantly up here in this month. In April, my kind of initial strategy was because I hadn't posted any videos in a long time, and the videos are semi-relevant, but they weren't kind of this new direction of where we want the channel to go from here. So initial strategy was to come out with as many videos as possible right away in a short amount of time. So as soon as the video was edited and ready to go, it was released. And again, that's 9 videos from April 13th to now. And really moving forward, what I want to happen is kind of ease into a 2-a-week kind of time frame. So on Tuesdays and Fridays, we release a video. And that's kind of a consistent time frame I want to get to, and I want to go and start bulking, like batch produce, not necessarily batch producing, but getting ahead, try and produce a video a day. And so until I get ahead where I am 1 month of videos ahead is kind of where I'd love to be, to kind of have those evergreen videos in the queue, ready to go, scheduled to publish, but could be published at a moment's notice whenever needed. So that way I then have time to do bigger projects, other different projects. I just don't have to constantly be scrambling to get a video done and post it. I've already, in the couple weeks that I've been doing this and just producing and posting right away, noticed how quickly that's going to lead to burnout. I can maintain it right now because we're in stay at home. A lot of other things are closed down, can't do a lot else. So creating content's a little simpler and easier right now. But my goal is to have a month worth of videos ready to go, and those would be the evergreen type of videos. So the big things that are never going to really change, the how to set up and dial in guests for an interview, stuff like that, like more concept type videos. But that would still give me the flexibility to add those in the moment videos. Like any of these stats videos will always be added in the moment, recorded and published within a couple days. And it still allow me the flexibility to jump in and add any videos at any time when I needed to. And honestly, this is going to be really crucial as client work starts to increase and starts to happen more and more, just because I know I'm going to be busier with that, so I want to be sure to have that bank of videos ready to go. And once that bank is there, once I get to that month point, then is when I'll start to look to add a 3rd video a week. I think I'd want to get, ideally, the the more videos, again, the more views, the kind of the better almost. I'd love to have it to the point where we could have 3 or 4 videos being released, so it's a video every other day about on the channel. But realistically, I want to make sure I have that buffer before I jump in and commit to that. And if you remember in last month's stat video, I did mention, I kind of highlighted and hinted at a video that that's something I noticed happening that I wanted to pay attention to, and that was how to schedule a Facebook Live video. Well, I noticed a nice little bump last month kind of with those stats, and I knew that there was a brand new interface or a significant change from what it used to be. I don't remember when that change happened. I think it happened either in March or early April. I think it was in March, actually, that change happened. But I re-recorded that Schedule a Facebook Live video because I had a previous one with the old interface. It was starting to see a little increase in views. So I knew that was one I wanted to re-record and re-release here with the updated version, the new method. And that one has gotten some great results. And this is really why I think it's important to keep an eye on your stats, to kind of check in how the channel's doing, where things are at, because you're going to see little clues on videos that are going to do well in those stats. And that was one example of that. You don't necessarily want to get hung up with the numbers with these. And I want to clarify one thing. I want to make sure that, yes, I believe it's important to look at and to check out your stats and kind of know where the numbers are and kind of look for data that way. I'm looking at that every single day, kind of early in the morning. I go through and at least check the stats and see where all of the videos kind of are at, or not all the videos, but see how things are going for that day, how they're going for the last 28 days, how they're going for the last 90 days. See if I can see any trends. I spend a few minutes, probably 10, 15 minutes doing that every single morning because it helps highlight some of these crucial areas that it is important to jump on those videos as soon as you see some of those trends and some of those, see the algorithm kind of pushing certain videos out there. You might want to re-record that video like I did for this one. However, I want to make sure that you don't get too hung up on the numbers. Don't go in there and only record videos that you know are going to do well with the stats, or that you think the algorithm might pick up. You need to be sure that you're catering to your actual audience, your YouTube channel, and then catering to the videos you want to create also is going to be important. And then sometimes you just got to kind of look outside the numbers and jump on something, and I'll get to that more later in this video when we do dive into some of the things that I have done this month. There's a little foreshadowing right there. But let's go and look at the actual numbers. So every month I like to do and create a full spreadsheet of kind of everything. Again, this is March right here. This is kind of where we were, giving a lot of the benchmarks of things. And then this is April. You can kind of see how we're doing on views and how watch time minutes are, and then additional subscribers. So those are just kind of the raw numbers right there. You can see the total for the year. And by year, I mean March and April. I haven't gone back and added any of the other ones, and I probably won't, to be honest. And then you can see lifetime. Again, this channel has been around for a long time, since 2015 at least, if not before. So you can kind of see the lifetime views. And then here every month, I also grab the lifetime top videos by watch time minutes and the lifetime top videos by views. So you can see content for your podcast. That was a video recorded a long time ago. Let's check to see when that video actually was recorded. If we go to analytics, I know it's going to be one of the top ones. We want to shift to April. I'm still going to shift to April because I think it's still in there. Yep. 2015, June 2015. So that was when that video was recorded. And it's still doing well. It's still leading the top. The Ray Edwards interview is also leading the top. Focus, a video I did about productivity and focus lessons learned from Michael Hyatt. There you go. That's up there. Skype quality. And then this one right here, this is kind of the newest video that is in this set of lifetime. This is actually the old Facebook one. So the one that is a few years old at this point. That's this one right here. How to schedule 2018 was when it was last recorded. And you can see just this month alone, it has had 333 views. So there you can kind of see that. And then I also just use some charts here to kind of compare things. You can just see the amount of growth that has happened. And then I have some goals down here. So I keep this tally sheet every single month. But now let's jump into here. And I do this in Chrome because I want to show you the achievements. And I use a plugin called vidIQ. I highly recommend you check that out. I'll put it in the description below. But this is a great plugin. It works for Chrome, and it can kind of show you a lot of stats and data on your channel. Right now, I just have the free version, so this doesn't cost you a thing. Go check it out. I highly recommend it. But you can see we have reached the 250 milestone. We did that, achieved that actually in March. So it wasn't too long ago, but we're already had a significant increase in subscribers. And at the rate we're going, predicted to reach that on May 5th, so not too far from now. Predicted to reach 300 subscribers. Not sure that's actually going to happen, but that's where we're on pace for, according to vidIQ. And you can see some of the other achievements here. I'm not going to go through all of these, but this is kind of the big thing I wanted to show you. Top performing months. April 2020 is best month for subscribers, views. June 2017 apparently uploaded a lot of videos then. But April 2020 is best for likes, best for watch time hours, and best for comments. And you can see this video's just cracked not too long ago the 10,000 views point. So April, definitely the best month of the channel so far. Now let's do the channel audit. I want to quickly run you through all of these because this is from a tool from vidIQ. And as you can see, I do not have the paid version. So here we are up 161% in views, 250 in subscribers, 244 in watch time minutes. And you can see current video velocity views per hour. So the brand new How to Schedule a Facebook live stream is doing really well. This is the 2020 method. Improving Skype video quality. We're still getting some views on this. I don't fully trust this, to be honest, because I'm pretty sure that it's not completely accurate. But you can see engagement rate is doing really well with this brand new release, and I do want to talk about that video in just a second. But again, you can see how views are doing and how adding subscribers are doing. So the Facebook live stream is doing really well in adding new subscribers. And then they also break down, some of this is less useful to me. So these are top views by watch time minutes, average watch time, top retention. I usually do a quick scan of this every morning, but a lot of this stuff is getting to be, because of the size of the channel right now, not super useful. When a channel grows, can be more useful. And this also helps me keep an eye on a few things that I might want to. Like I always want to see zeros down in the bottom here. About 2 videos a week is kind of where I'm shooting from here forward. I don't care about the title length as much. I maybe should, but I feel like being over is just fine because I know the kind of keywords I'm adding in there. All right, and I just also want to quickly show you what the trend looks like. You can see April 13th, that's when we started uploading videos, and you can kind of see how often they come and then where we are in terms of views, significantly more happening now. And then this is watch time hours. You can see the big spikes on upload days, and we're continuing to climb. Subscribers, you can see again, huge spikes right after upload, right during or before. It's a little more sporadic, but you can see that as well. And then here are the top videos during April. This video has done very well. This is the new method for scheduling Facebook Live. The content creation video for podcasts is still there. How to schedule, that's the old method. This is just another one that just keeps on chugging along with 303 views. Very nice. This one was released just the other day, very late on the 29th. Might as well have been the 30th. But this is doing really well, and I will jump into that one a little bit more, talk a little bit more about that. But then you can see how to schedule a YouTube live stream has done fairly well. Not as good as the Facebook one, but it's done fairly well. Social media breakfast, this is the breakdown kind of behind the scenes of my studio and how I ran a live stream specific for an event. That one has done really well, with the email list. So I sent a lot of these videos out to my email list. This one, I got a lot of replies back about that video and just appreciating it and really liking it. So even though it might not do great search-wise, it's really good for just kind of that relationship building piece and helping people there. Same with the 3 simple ways to create lower thirds. That one has also done really well. You can kind of notice like recent upload. This is generally the trend, and I want to show you this just to give you an idea. This is what you're going to see for a lot of your YouTube videos. This one's definitely a little lower performing just in general, but there's a nice little spike, and then it kind of flattens off, maybe a slow little increase over time. And that goes for both views and watch time minutes as well. Let's jump in, and just to kind of give you a comparison, I want to show you a couple of these other ones. We'll hit that one next, but let's do YouTube. I think that one has a very similar, this one might have a little more increase because there are getting some search. So you can see it's fairly flat, but I am getting some searches here based off of YouTube. And I know that by kind of going in through a few of the other things, but just kind of this general consistent little increase, that means search is starting to pick it up. And we can tell that when we go through here and we see, even just here at 48 hours, more YouTube searches coming through. But we want to jump into reach. So with reach, you can see YouTube search is kind of the bulk driver here. A little bit of browse, and YouTube is recommending it at 21% or 23.1%. And you can kind of see where some of the external stuff is coming from. And suggested videos is getting up there slowly, but I don't expect this to be a big thing here with this video. Now, you saw kind of the normal flat line that you see with a lot of videos, especially early on in a channel. Like you're going to see a lot of kind of those slow, very little, if any, growth. This one, the YouTube Live, had a little bit of search. But now let's take a look at this one right here. This is how to schedule a Facebook live stream. You're going to see, look at that. That is significantly, this one has been around longer. I published this on the 14th, but you can see there's definitely a huge uptick there. You can see there's a nice little kind of continuing upward slope. That's great. That's what we want to see. You can see how many views are happening in the last 48 hours, most coming from search, but also from suggestion. So this one is starting to be suggested a reasonable amount, which is also great to see. That's how you really kind of grow a channel, is through a lot of that suggestion and search. Let's jump into the reach just to kind of see a little bit of that. It has a great click-through rate. Right there, almost 70% is coming from YouTube recommendations, so that's awesome. You can see suggestion is actually a huge piece of this, which is how, again, really how you grow a lot of your channel. Get a lot of views in a short amount of time is through suggestion. But this, if we go here to using vidIQ, we're going to go to the details. So you can see those little numbers right there. That is a service provided by vidIQ that is showing where it is ranking on YouTube search. So it is number 4 on how to schedule a Facebook Live. Number 1, how to schedule Facebook Live in 2020. And you can kind of see where those keywords are ranking. So you can see the video is doing well based off of those keywords. All right, so there's one more thing I do want to jump. So we talked a little bit about using the data to help influence what kind of videos you should be creating. So like the Facebook Live, how to schedule a Facebook Live, great example of that. Now, another element of it is just kind of knowing your industry and knowing what is happening around you. So just recently, Canon released an update, an app, a program called the EOS Webcam Utility app. And what this allows you to do is to directly connect your Canon EOS camera to your PC with just a USB cable. And it allows some great functionality there, so you can use your Canon camera as a webcam. Really great service. It's going to solve a lot of headaches for people who didn't want to mess with additional software. A lot of kind of crazy software or a lot of fiddling, and just to get, because a lot of this was possible. I've been doing a lot of this. I'm doing some of that right now for YouTube, for live streams as well. But this just makes it super easy. So I knew this was going to be a big thing. So I made a video about it. And then I shared this video with a lot of Facebook groups that I knew would care about it, people who would be interested in it, who would want to view it. Many of you're going to notice there was a big increase in subscribers in this channel. It's actually, you can't see it even on the video stats yet because it just happened in the last day. But there was a big increase from people from groups like No Small Creator or Wisconsin Photography. Different Facebook groups like that are jumping in here, seeing this video, and then subscribing. So you're likely one of them. There's a good chance of that. So thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the channel and viewing the videos. But you can see right here, if we jump back to the views. So it got released just the 29th, like super late on the 29th. So it was like, I think it went live. Let's see, is this the earliest? It gives me, come on. It gives me 11:30 there on the 29th. And there's a little bit of growth right there, but this is when at about 7 a.m. when I started kind of sharing it with different groups. And I slowly kind of shared it throughout the day. More people saw it throughout the day, more people saw it. And lots of people have been engaging and interacting with this video. So I've been engaging and interacting with them as well. And you can see this huge growth right there. And you can see a nice little huge jump in watch time hours. Now, will this continue with search? I am not sure, to be honest. There's a good chance that it might have that very flat kind of line that we saw in some of those first videos, the behind the scenes videos. There's a good chance that that kind of taper off is going to happen, and it might just kind of flatline. There's also a good chance you're going to see a little increase based off of search. My guess is we're kind of going to see that middle piece. It's not going to be a schedule of Facebook Live where it's going to consistently kind of shoot up. I think we got a big chunk of that initial viewership, initial watch right away in that first day, and I think it will slowly increase. It might be suggested here and there, and there might be a slow increase, but I don't think we're going to see a consistent exponential kind of growth on this video. So let's just look at some of the stats here. You can see most of that is external in the last 48 hours. So this video hasn't even been live 48 hours yet. And you can see most of the views are happening right around this time period, about 24 hours ago. That was a lot of me sharing it to different groups is what drove a lot of that. There is some search, and that's kind of continuing, which is nice to see. So that gives me a little bit of hope that there might be a little bit of search starting to push that out there, which would be awesome, and it would allow this video to kind of continue on. And even if we go and jump into reach, we're going to see that it has some good click-throughs, views. Again, it looks good. Impressions look pretty good. Only 11% recommended by YouTube so far, so YouTube is not recommending it a lot compared to how it's getting other views. I just wanted to break in here and say hopefully you're enjoying the video. Also, if you are, please sure to hit the thumbs up. That really helps the channel, as well as subscribe to our channel. I'd really appreciate that. And if you are interested in any of the gear that I use here for live streaming, be sure to head over and grab my gear guide. You can go to nickpalkowski.com/gear guide to get that. And now, back to the video. All right, let's talk strategy for the next month, for May. First, we're gonna still have a big focus on live streaming. I'll definitely be mixing in more YouTube in general videos and video creations in general. There's a product video I definitely wanna do. I wanna do like a behind the scenes of a product video for whiskey or for something like for drinks like that. So that's a video that I really want to do that will be coming, but for the most part, the main focus will still be live streaming here in May, and then I'll transition more to just general video here moving forward. I also will be releasing videos on Tuesdays and Fridays. I'm going to be shooting for a 9 a.m. release with a premiere, and I will be around for sure for that first half an hour, responding to comments, being in chat while it's premiering, and just answering any questions that you have around that. So if you can Want to subscribe, turn on notifications, be sure mark your calendars. If you want, I will definitely be there and fully responding to things for the first half an hour after the video goes live. I will also be trying to just respond to comments as much as possible, but I commit to doing that for that first half an hour. I do want to start live streaming on this channel every single week as well. It's going to be something that's going to be a little slow to build in, but that's something that I do want to happen here. Hopefully it'll be starting here this first week in May. But kind of be paying attention to that. And the best way to find out about those is honestly to turn on that notification bell so you're notified right away when I do go live. That's something I'll build in here throughout the month. And that live will be in addition to the normal 2 videos every single week. And thank you so much for going on this journey with me. Every single month, again, I'm going to be taking you along, showing you an in-depth look at a lot of the stats and a few more takeaways from what I've learned as I'm working to build this YouTube channel. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.